Okay folks, today we're testing this 1965 to 1967 Chevrolet stereo multiplex adapter. This is a very rare beast. Basically what this thing does is it'll take any AM/FM radio, Chevrolet AM/FM radio with the exception of Corvette, from 65 to 67, and it'll take the radio from, like this one is a 66 Chevelle AM/FM. It'll take this radio and change it from a mono radio, which is a single channel radio, to a 4-channel stereo radio. And the way it does that is the back of the radio will have a plug in it like this. It's called a multiplex eliminator plug, and you take that out of the back of the radio. The multiplex cord plugs right into the back of the radio, and then there's a plug on the multiplex itself that plugs into the actual plug on the radio itself, and you just put power from your harness right to here. So your original radio power you plug into the multiplex's plug, and that's it. Then all of a sudden your radio goes from a single channel radio to a 4-channel stereo radio, and this is a very, very nice unit. It was just fully serviced by a professional who's been servicing radios for decades. The chrome is really nice, the knobs are nice. The only thing that's a little edgy is the painted stuff in between here. You can see that some of it's pretty light, and you can see the chrome underneath. So this could use redoing if it really bothered you, but it's just the rest of it is so nice. Anyway, these are 65 to 66 knobs. If you need 67 knobs, I also have those, so I'll be happy to swap those out with you, or for you, free of charge. So just let me know which knobs you want. And yeah, the goal today is to test this thing. We have it hooked up to a 12-volt battery, and then the radio's hooked up to an antenna, obviously, and then a correct 10-ohm speaker. And we're going to test all 4 of these stereo channels separately so you can see they all play loud and clear. Your different knobs on here are volume, then you have tone, balance, and then front and rear. So once you hook this up to a radio, the volume control on the radio is simply an on-off switch at that point. So turning the volume up and down on the radio itself doesn't do anything. All the volume is controlled through this multiplex adapter right here. So without further ado, let's test it out. I'm going to test it on FM so you can see that the stereo indicator light turns on. That is right in the center of the unit here. You'll see it once we get going. So let's fire it up. Oh, there it is right there. So that's the stereo indicator light. Hopefully you can see there's a little hairline split right through the S. Pretty common on these, but it is in really good shape still. Anyway, let's show you how this thing works. Maybe we'll find a station that's not Spanish. So you can see it turns on and off as you, and like I was saying earlier, see how this doesn't do anything to the volume? The volume is all controlled right here. So let's find a station. I like the Hippo, so we'll see if we can find it. There we go. Little George Thorogood. Okay, so now we're on stereo. You can see the volume gets real loud and it doesn't crackle when you do it. This is our tone. So there's treble, bass, and this is our balance. So if I turn it one way, it's going to stay on. If I turn it the other, it's going to tune out because it's the balance. And this is front and rear, so it's going to do the same thing. So this is obviously a front channel. So anyway, let me show you that they all work here. I'll have to find them. There's 2 grounds on here and 4 audio channels. There's another one. Nope, not that one. There's another one. And then finally, there's the last one. So anyway, awesome unit. What else can I show you? I'll show you the light come on and off a few more times. It'll also work on AM. Obviously the stereo light's not going to come on since there's no AM stereo. But so there's this. So there it is on AM, but FM is more interesting. Anyway, if you've been looking for a multiplex adapter, don't miss this one. Like I said, they rarely come up for sale, especially in this awesome cosmetic and working condition. Don't miss it, guys.